Sofiya, a dancer, teacher, movement coach, and a very big anatomy nerd. Today I want to take you on a journey in my magical world of dance anatomy and completely blow your mind. Are you ready? I'm going to welcome you to stand up and make an experiment. We're going to start bending side to side, but we're going to imagine that we have two walls that we're in between and we cannot move front in any way. So we're going to move only in one plane. Okay, so we're going to move side to side. We're going to imagine we're in between two walls and we cannot move the shoulders front, we cannot do anything apart from this movement that is in one plane. Making sure you can look at yourself if you want in the mirror. Okay, and now we're going to continue and move in any way you want, just having to move side to side, but allowing to any extra movement to happen if needed. So we have no more the walls, we have full freedom to do whatever you want, and just notice what happens and how does that feel. Okay, coming back to the center. Which one felt better? What's the difference? How did it feel? If you're saying that it felt better the second time when we had freedom, then good. I want to explain to you why exactly this happens. When we have a lateral flexion, this is called a lateral flexion, we have a little bit of a rotation happening, completely anatomically natural. Here is why this is happening. In a paper on the mechanics of the spine in 1903, Louvet stated that a curved rod will rotate when bent laterally, and when rotated, it will laterally flex. What does that mean? And let me prove it to you practically. I have prepared this very cool rod for you that will clearly show you what that means. We have these two colors, which will clearly show you when there is a rotation during lateral flexion. First, we're going to do a straight rod. So here, my rod is more or less straight. And I'm going to basically laterally flex it. That means bending to the side. I'm going to take it, I'm going to bend it to the side. Can you see that the colors are still looking at you straight? There is no rotation. I'm going to do it again. Yep. Same on the other side. So if I curve this now, and I have a curved one, I take this same one, you can see the colors, and I just laterally flex it, you're going to see a rotation. Can you see the rotation? Now it's looking this way, right? There is a little bit of, it's not looking at you straight. There is a little bit of rotation on the upper part. So it's slight, but it's there. I'm gonna do it again, this side. So going back to the spine, if we just take our thoracic spine, which is the ribcage spine, we're going to have a rotation with our lateral flexion. Another thing that adds to that are the facets of our vertebrae. A little bit of a quick announcement. What is a facet? Basically, these are these joints here on each side of our vertebrae. So when we go in the lateral flexion, we're going to have a little bit of rotation also because of the way that the facets are built, are designed. Okay, so let's see this in the full spine. Here is my spine. And you can see all these dots that show the thoracic spine. So we have 12 vertebrae right here. I'm going to hold the lumbar spine and the cervical spine. And I'm just going to bend sideways. And please see what happens to the little dots. Okay, coming back to the center, let's go the other way. I am not rotating. Can you see that the dots are starting to look this way? So we have whoop this way and whoop this way. So when we have our rib cage, our thoracic spine, because the curve is inward, we have our curved rod, then we're going to go lateral flexion and it's going to rotate inwards as well. So it's the ipsilateral rotation, is the same side. When you laterally flex on one side, it's the same side here. It also rotates. So when you go sideways, you also rotate on that side. So when you go lateral flexion, you would also naturally rotate. It's not something that you have to do. It's something that happens naturally. If you let yourself do it, you're gonna do it. You're designed this way. You don't have to add it on top. You just need to let it happen. Let's stand up, let's try it out and see how that works. So let's try this out in an actual movement. We're gonna do a vertical 8 and we're gonna try to think that it's one plane only versus the one that allows for the rotation to happen. We're gonna start first by trying to do it in one plane. See how that feels, see if you can do it, make sure you're really not rotating. How does that feel? And now let us try to allow for any rotation to happen if it needs to happen. So we're just being free in the movement, allowing for it to not be completely flat in one plane. And notice how that feels. Okay, let's try again. We're gonna go back into one plane only. Try to do it. If it's very hard to reach there, then great, then you're really getting the point. And let us try again, just doing it with the slight rotation as well. Okay, coming back to the center. So this is a little concept that you can apply to all the other different movements. I hope that all of this was very useful and inspirational to you. Thank you so much for watching. I am here if you have any questions, and for the ones that are very inspired to dig deep into their dance anatomy, I am giving workshops and classes, so just let me know. And I will leave you the following question to reflect on. Can you completely understand and explain a movement if you cannot embody it completely?